That's good.
Okay. Just a second and let other couple of stragglers in. You might have everyone. I'll go ahead and get started here. Welcome inside the press room at the Trust Golf Women's Scottish Open. We're here with Rolex Rankings #2, Minjee Lee. Minjee, you played golf last week and Evian was the defending champion. I know it probably wasn't as good of a finish as you were hoping for, but how did you feel like you played last week at Evian?
Last week was quite up and down. You know, I feel like I made a lot of birdies, but I also had some quite large scores on a few holes and, you know, made a few soft bogeys here and there. So, you know, I could take the positives and also reflect on the things that I could do better. So, you know, this week is a new week and excited for some links golf.
Happy to be back in Scotland, I'm sure.
Yeah, great weather so far.
How do you prepare yourself? I mean, obviously being from Australia, I know that the wind is your friend. You're very familiar with it, but how do you prepare yourself playing a golf course like Evian last week and then coming here to Dundonald?
I mean, I think totally different mindset, really. Like you kind of assess the golf course when you practice it, when you play your practice rounds, and like Evian is totally different from obviously golf in Scotland. So I think I don't even think about, you know, what I did there and what I'm doing here. So yeah, I just focus on the things I need to do here for like Link's style of play and just prepare that way.
You've had a big season, 2 wins already, one of those being the US Women's Open presented by ProMedica at Pine Needles. Just kind of assess your year. I mean, you've played ridiculously solid, up into the Cognizant Founders Cup where you finally got that win and then just a few weeks later backed it up. How would you just assess your year overall?
I think it's been quite solid. You know, I've been striking it pretty good even after US Open and finished well at KPMG and you know, probably didn't strike it as good at Evian, but I think that maybe it's just a frame of mind. Like maybe I had a little bit too many expectations for myself, and you know, especially when you're defending, I think you have that little bit extra pressure. So just going into this week, I'm gonna just, you know, try and have a bit more fun on the golf course and, you know, be able to like imagine my shots a little bit better. I think it's going to work well for me a bit like for links golf.
You got that first major win last year and obviously backed it up this year with another and then another win. How do you manage those expectations when you feel like you're starting to kind of reach the pinnacle of your game and finally see all that hard work pay off?
You know, I feel like it's probably a day-to-day thing. You know, your expectations can get really high, but I think that just shows how much it means to you. So, you know, I just try to, you know, ground myself every day and just focus on the things that are my goals and just take it one step at a time, really.
We have a couple questions on the Zoom from Beth Ann. Beth Ann, if you want to unmute your mic.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
How would you describe your feelings toward links golf, and when did you first feel like you understood it?
I think I still don't understand it, but I don't think anybody does because, you know, it can really give you anything. Obviously, the weather is really dependent on how tough like links golf can play. So I think the beauty of it is that it's always different. So I don't know what to expect on the day. So you really got to take it one shot at a time. And that's kind of, I think that's what makes it so great.
Do you think your patience as a person in general helps you, like your overall demeanor?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's definitely a test of patience if it's windy out there or raining, or, you know, you could have both and it could be the most horrible day, but you still gotta play. So I think definitely patience as a person plays a really big part in like links golf in general.
And then just my last question, what have you heard about Muirfield?
My coach said it was just really quite a tough track. But I'm not sure how they're going to set it up for the women's in comparison to the men's. So he's only been to like men's events. So I know it's going to be a really great test of golf, and it's going to be really good.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Louise? Awesome. All right. Well, this is your 6th appearance in this event. You played. You say you're not really sure day to day, but you played really well on links style golf. I mean, your highest finish here is a solo second in 2018. 2017, you finished 8th when it was here at Dundonald.
I did.
Yeah, it's been a while. What do you do to adjust?
You know, when I was playing this golf course, I couldn't really remember the holes. So I'm not sure if they've changed it since then, but I only remember like 3 holes. So I don't know. And I don't think I really need to adjust. I think because it's a different type of kind of style of golf that you have to play, I think you just don't think of it as the same way you would play it on a regular golf course. So I don't know. I just take it one shot at a time, and I think that's all you can do, really.
Do you think having played growing up playing in Aussie golf, do you think having that knowledge of playing in the wind and playing when it's really hard pan and really windy, do you think that helps you at all?
I mean, the hard pan is not the same. Like, I didn't really play that many courses that are linksy growing up. I played off kikuyu grass, which is very weedy and fluffy. So, but in terms of wind, I did grow up in quite windy conditions, and obviously living in Texas now, it's windy every day. But yeah, I just think maybe controlling the ball a little bit, I think has helped me growing up with the wind.
You've played this event, like I said, this will be your 6th appearance. I mean, how have you seen this event evolve over the years? I mean, Trust Golf, Visit Scotland have both really put a lot of time and energy into this event. How have you seen the championship just get better?
I feel like just maybe like marketing the tournament in general. I think a lot more people have come out to watch over the past couple years or few years that we've had the Scottish Open. And I think in the beginning it was probably not as a big event than it is now. And I think just the caliber of players come into play, I think just shows that the tournament's getting better and better.
It's been a big year for Scottish golf, obviously with the 150th Open at St.
Yes.
Andrews. We're playing next week at Muirfield. We're playing here. A lot of other really great events have been held in the country this year. How excited are you to just be part of some of those big events and basically the country where golf was started?
Yeah, I mean, I think watching watching the Open at St. Andrews, I've never been there and I've never played there, so I'm hoping that we get to go there soon. But I don't know, it's just different just watching it, and I wish I was able to experience it in person because my brother did play, maybe next time. But it's just pretty cool to be in Scotland, and it is the home of golf.
Let's chat a little bit about next week. I mean, this is such a big stretch of golf, the women's game. I mean, you have 4 majors crammed kind of
Right.
into a couple of months.
Mhm.
What's your energy level? I mean, you've had those 2 wins. I mean, where are you at with your energy right now, and how are you kind of conserving it with 1 more major test left?
Last week it was quite hot, and the couple weeks before that in Texas, it's been really, really hot. So I think I'm a little bit tired from that, but I think the cool weather will maybe balance my energy a little bit. So I think I'm just trying to conserve energy for next week, obviously, but I think depending on the weather, it just depends on how much practice I do. So if it's super windy, I probably will do a little bit less. So that's pretty much how I'm going to go about it.
Any questions in the room? And if we have any further ones on the Zoom, just indicate so in the chat. We'll just end it here. I mean, just some of your goals this week. Obviously, where this is in the calendar is really great because you can kind of get yourself back used to links golf at this event, play a really top-notch event, and then head to AIG.
Yep.
How much will you use this as not only a tune-up for next week, but really just to get yourself more comfortable with links golf?
I mean, I think the golf course isn't playing too hard and fast at the moment, so I'm not really sure what it's going to be at Muirfield. But I think in terms of the wind, I think it will be good to just imagine how the ball will react in the wind and just how it's going to react on the greens. So I think in that aspect, I think it will be a good prep for next week.
Beautiful. Minjee, good luck this week.
Thank
See
you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
3 questions.